Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how you can build an outreach system. And this is the simplified version. So in the future, I'm going to be talking about this in specific detail. But in this video, I'm going to be laying down the foundations. So yeah, let's get started. So why you would need a system, in the first place? Well, sending one email, 5 emails at a time is not going to get you anywhere. And it's going to be very, very slow to actually bring results with that. If you want to consistently book meetings, you would need a system or something that's repeatable, trackable, and scalable eventually. So the very first step in creating your system, it would be to define your target ICP or ideal customer profile. And this means that you need to know exactly who you're reaching out to. And this could be different things or parts including industry like SaaS, e-commerce brands, agencies, and job title or role like CEO, founder, head of marketing, etc. Also the company size, like from 1 to 50 employees, 50 to 200, etc. And also like the location, like the US, UK, Canada, etc. And it like this is just like an example. There could be a lot of other things like pain points, unique selling proposition, etc. And this is very, very important because your targeting needs to be clear. And the clearer it is, the better your reply rate gets. The second step would be to build a lead list. And this is very important as well because your list needs to be high quality and that would like help you have less people report you to spam and then protect your deliverability. And there are some tools that I would recommend for you to begin with. The first one would be Apollo, and second one would be Google Sheets. This is like the basic stuff, and you need to start with that. And if you want to be hyper targeted and hyper personalized, Clay would be a great addition to that. As for Google Sheet, like just example, you can organize um, by name, title, email, LinkedIn, company name, etc. Could be a lot of variables, but this is just an example. And for your very first campaign, if you want to test your email copies, for example, 300 to 500 leads, that's enough for your first test. So, don't overthink and don't overcomplicate it in the beginning. And the third step would be to verify those email addresses that you have. And this lets you safely send emails at scale while keeping your deliverability intact. Why? Because bad emails equal bounces and bounces equal spam folder. So to tackle this, you would need to use mail-in verifier, which is what I personally use to verify um, like a list of hundreds or even thousands of emails very quickly. And this gives you a clean list that you can use safely for your outreach. And I can't stress this enough, but please always verify your lead list before uploading that to your email sequencer or your email sender tool. So the fourth step would be to write your very first cold email. And one of the frameworks that I use for email copywriting is Eli 5 style, and it means explain like I'm five. And it consists of 4 components. So the first one would be the problem. For example, I noticed your agency is doing great work in XYZ. A lot of businesses like yours, for example, um, struggle to book sales calls or depend solely on referrals or expensive ads, for example. And the second component would be value. And then you start talking about the value you would provide very simply in just one sentence. And then you got the proof. For example, you mentioned successful case studies like booked calls with brands like XYZ. And finally, call to action, worth a quick chat, or would you like to learn more? Depends on what you want to test. And my advice would be to keep it under 170 to 100 words. And if you can, personalize the first line also. The fifth step would be to choose a sending tool. This is where the magic happens, where you automate your cold outreach. The best options, in my opinion, are Smart Lead, Instantly, People AI. And also, it would be highly recommended to send like what from 1 to 3 inboxes per domain, and maximum should be 3. Shouldn't be more than that. Just to follow safe procedures or safe practices. And you can warm these inboxes for a period of 14 days. And when you finally start sending the emails, then you can send from 20 or 25 to 30 emails max per day. The seventh step would be to track your progress and respond to the leads. You can start with Google Sheet or Notion. And for the columns, it would be something like lead or lead name, you know, email sent, date, replies, status. And by status, I mean like interested, not now, on hold, meeting requests, etc. And when someone replies, do your best to respond as soon as possible while the lead is still warm. Book the call with them and hand it off to your client if you have a client, or for yourself if you're selling lead gen. And to give you an example, this is some results from my very first campaign. While I was working for a marketing agency, I managed to book 10 sales calls from these 19 positive replies. And honestly, I could have gotten much better results, but we all start somewhere. And this system now is the backbone of what I do on a day-to-day basis, but at a larger scale this time. And you only need a few wins, to build momentum. And once you win, this compounds, you learn a lot of stuff and you improve over time. And these are my latest campaign results. I've contacted 319 people and I got like 27 replies and 21 positive replies or opportunities. So the key takeaway from this would be, if I can start, from 1.44% reply rate to 8.5%, then so can you. This takes time. This takes a couple of months in order for you to actually um, know what works best in a specific industry for a specific product or service. And this isn't a hack, and there is no shortcut. It's a skill that you build, over time. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.